Rock, what up, baby? Oh, man, Jim, you know what it is.
Right here, Charlie Rock, LD, spitting oxys out, all that and everything, baby. Hood to hood, from my hood to your hood.
Your boy Charlie Rock LD, life coach, prison mentality. Let's change that mindset, yo. Making the transition from convict to civilian, survivalist in hostile environments. Adolescent when I got my sentence. Raised in Department of Correction with the violence intention. I'm bringing in my henchmen. Repping the real is what I'm repping. I be that OG BX legend, Charlie Rock LD. Repping the real is what I'm repping. What up, my people? What's going on? Salute to everybody on this beautiful Saturday morning. You already know slot time, 2 o'clock. I want to welcome everybody to the show, Reppin' the Real, hosted by your boy, the OG, C-Rock LD. We in the yard, you already know. We got the mad people in here already. Salute to everybody. You already know how we do. How's everybody doing today? We got a crazy show set up for you today. Today, I'm calling out all my 80 babies. That's right. We going in on the 80s. We going in on the 80s, my people. You already know how I do. Positive energy. I'm here to entertain you. I want everybody to relax. If you got any toxic energy on you, any negative vibes, check that ish at the door. This ain't the show for that. The Reppin' the Real is all about positive energy for the next. A glitch in the Matrix. What's going on? The Illuminati. That's the second time. The Illuminati is coming after Charlie Rock. You already know we in here, man. Again, my 80 babies. Let's go there. If you're not an 80s babies and you happen to be younger, you know, I want you to rock with us and take a trip down memory lane and see how your moms was giving it up. If you're a youngin', let's look at how your parents was giving it up in the 80s. That's right. We got the crazy people in the comment. Salud al Bustelo. You already know. Who we got here? Who's this right here? Duck, ¿qué pasa? Salute to everybody in the comments. I want to thank everybody. The show has been doing crazy. Your boy is doing crazy numbers. 1.5 million people have tuned into my YouTube channel. We in the yard. Rock with your boy. Let's say that again. 1.5 million people. The streets have spoken. We rocking with Charlie Rock, the people's champ. You already know. We got the crazy people here. I'm actually seeing people that I've never seen before. I want to welcome everybody to the show. You guys is listening. G'd up. Ya tu sabe. Salute. Stay in the yard. Who's this right here? Soprano, another long-time supporter of Reppin' the Real. We got the gear. As of Monday, we got the gear. Reppin' the Real gear. We got all that. We got the hoodies, the shirts, the mugs, everything. Reppin' the Real gear. So as of Monday, look out for it. Also, your boy is on Patreon, whatever. You know what I mean? I want to ask y'all to go there, subscribe. You're going to get exclusive videos behind the scene on Charlie Rock. Exclusive video just for my members. Patreon, rock with your boy. Again, the crazy people. Oh, no. Who's this right here? Salute to the movement. 050 the movement. You already know. Glico, rock with your boy. We in the yard. Welcome to the motherfucking no cursing. Welcome to the show, man. 050 the movement. If y'all don't know, ask somebody. They them boys. OG from Miami. Ya tu sabe. My people, hit the comments if you from outside the country. You already know. I love my international people. Over here, we got Chicago. Salute to Chi-Town. Reppin' the Real. All right, so let's get into it. Y'all know people been giving me complaints that I give too many shout-outs. But I like to show love. It is what it is. That's why y'all mess with your boy. So to those that say I show too much love, homie, it is what it is. I want to introduce my new cup. Live in the moment. In commemoration of doing the 1.5 million views, I decided to get a new cup. Live in the moment. That's right. We never allow our past to dictate our future. The 80s. Here we go. Growing up in the 80s. Talk to me. How many 80 babies we got on the chat? If you're an 80 baby, hit me up. Tell me what was the best year for you in the 80s. As you know, your boys are definitely an 80 baby. Those were my teenage years. I can actually say those were the best years of my life. For those that know, your boy C-Rock got locked up at 88, and I ain't come home to a bunch of decades later. So, you know, the 80s was definitely my year, man. Who's this right here, real quick? The Heart Foundation, 79, born year. Papi, yeah, you know, 79. My 80 babies. Let's talk about the music in the 80s. The music in the 80s was crazy. We got, hold on right here. Hold on. Salute, thank you. Again, $, Charlie Rock LD. I would not be mad at y'all. You know what I mean? Spanish music, ya tú sabes. Saluda a los body, los latinos, puñeta. Estamos en la casa. So let's start with the music. Talk to me. What music was y'all listening to in the 80s? Of course, we know that's when the rap started banging. The South Bronx. You already know. Hip-hop, rap music started in the South Bronx. Your boy C-Rock was actually a witness. I had no idea that I was actually a witness to something that was going to blow up to what it is today. Hip-hop, the 80s. That's right. Rock with your boy. 84. The shell top and the lead suits. The homie said the shell tops and the lead suits. We're going to get there, but let's get into the music first. The rap music, the Furious 5, the Treacherous 3, of course, the Sugar Hill Gang. Y'all sleeping, and I'm going to say it again, and I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. The Puerto Ricans played a major part in the start of hip-hop. Don't let these new guys blow smoke up your butt talking about the Puerto Ricans. They had nothing to do with it. We was banging in the beginning of hip-hop. That's right. Not just the hip-hop, but the graffiti, the breakdancing, the MCing, the battling, the bodies. We was there. Ya tu sabe. Salute to Run DMC. Yes, Run DMC. What was their favorite song? I'm stuck right now. What was their favorite song? 2 years ago, a friend of mine asked me to say some MC rhyme, so I said the rhyme I'm about to say. Look at that, y'all got C-Rock rapping. Life is good, my people. Every day above ground is a good one. God is good. God is good. But yeah, Rum DMC. Oh, I'm bugging now. Homie said right here, hold on. The Cold Crush Brothers. That's right. The Cold I forgot about. Wasn't one of them Puerto Rican? I believe one of the Cold Crush Brothers was Puerto Rican, or am I bugging? Somebody hit me up in the comments. The Treacherous Three. I think one of them was also Bordy, right? Sucker MCs. Also, remember, Run DMC was the first rap group ever to make a song with rock. What was the name of that song? Rock song. I forgot the name of the song, but they did a song with the crazy rap group. I mean, with the rock group. I forgot. Grandmaster Cash. Who's this right here? Rob Jatusare, 518, Grandmaster Cash. I gotta admit, back then I really wasn't into the music. You know, I mean, I would go because that was the end thing. That's what everybody was doing. It was something new. The jams in the park. Who remember the jams in the park? The jams in the park was crazy. How they used to steal the electricity from the lamppost. If you're from New York City, you know, how did they get the electricity to juice up the equipment? They used to run the crazy long extension cord and steal the electricity from the lamppost. Salute to the New York City for giving up the free electricity. Rock with your boy. My people, subscribe. Smash that like button. Smash that like button, or I'm sending my homie G'd up to get your commissary. Rock with your boy. Freestyle music. Let's bang with the freestyle music. Who remember the freestyle music? It's a shame that it didn't last, man. I really had mad fun with the freestyle music. Lisa, TK8, those were the years, man. The 80s was it, man. Hit me up if you agree with me that the 80s was the best decade ever. A lot of historical things happened in the 80s. That's right. A lot of historical things happened in the 80s. The Block Party, salute. G-Dub said he's taking your crackhead soup and the Jack Mac. If you don't hit the like, let him know, G-Dub. Hold up, who's right here? Somebody showing love over here. I want to show love. Juan Ocasio, salute. It all counts. The Butelo, whether $2 or $200, I appreciate it. We got to support the Butelo. You already know. We got to support the Butelo. The freestyle music, crazy. I actually feel bad that it didn't last. And keeping it a buck, a lot of people thought the rap music wasn't going to last. Everybody thought hip-hop was going to be a fad, just like the freestyle music. That's right. For those that don't know, a childhood friend of mine, his name is KC, and he was a member of Clear Touch. Remember Clear Touch? They had a joint called Fallen Angel, Surrender, Clear Touch, my homie KC, a good childhood friend of mine. Salute. Somebody said Voltron. I don't remember Voltron. I don't. Charlie, tell your viewers how you use people who were loyal to you. Loyalty is real big. You guys already know how your boy gives it up. You know what I mean? Loyalty is everything, man. Rocking with your boy C-Rock. loyalty. We're not going to get into that because when I think about that, I think about you know who and everything, and we're talking about positive vibes. So it is what it is. Rock with your boy. Who we got here? Come on, why is it taking long for the viewers to come up? Loyalty over royalties, you already know. Oh, Voltron cartoons. Yeah, the cartoons. I used to be a big fan of He-Man. Who remember He-Man? I have the power. Your boy He-Man. With Skeletor. You're wilding right now. You're wilding. Again, if you were youngin' and you're not an 80 babies in the comment, this is what your parents was banging with. This is exactly what your parents was banging with. Let's go there. The Castle of Grayskull, Destro. You're wildin' right now. You're wildin'. Who's this right here? Hold on. The Fruity Pebbles. How you going to mention the Fruity Pebbles? On the low, that was my favorite cereal, Fruity Pebbles. You already know. Transformers, Speed Racer. Yeah, salute to all. We got the official 80 babies in here. Yo, wildin'. Rock with your boy. We in the yard. How we got the official 80 babies up in here. The screen is lighting up. We got hundreds of people. Ya tu sabe. Again, NYC in the 80s was crazy. NYC in the 80s was crazy. The best decade ever. And let's talk about the fashion. The fashion in the 80s. The shell top Adidas. The Pumas. The Troops. Y'all don't know nothing about the Troops. Y'all don't know nothing about that. The 80s was crazy, man. Hit me with the sneakers. What sneakers? The what was it? The Pro-Keds? Pro-Keds was a little bit before my time. I think that was the 70s and stuff. Yeah. The BBDs. Somebody said the BBDs. The 4-finger rings. The comments is lighting up. There's too many of you. I can't hit everybody. The Troop sneakers. The Lottos. I remember the Lottos. You're wilding right now. You're wilding right now. I'm having a great time. You know what I mean? Positive energy. Positive energy, my people. If you have any negativity in you right now, get off my show. The pinstripe Lees. Remember the Lee jackets when they used to, I don't know what you call it, but remember the Lee jackets when they used to do the pieces on the back of the Lee jackets? They used to have the ill characters and all that. Was there a name for that? I don't know. Somebody hit me up. I would just call them the pieces on the back of the Lee jackets. But y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't know if there was a name for that. The Lee patches. Remember how they used to snatch the B-boys? How can we forget the B-boys? Your boy C-Rock was a B-boy. The sheepskins. Who here was rocking the sheepskins? I had a few pictures of me and my boys in sheepskins. I was trying to find it, but I couldn't get it. Somebody say here's something about Miami. What you talking about Miami? In Miami, we was rocking Dickie suits with deck shoes. That's Miami. But at the beginning, we were rocking it New York style. Then we found our identity. Salute to Miami and the Dickie suits. That's right. I wonder how they was doing it in Compton on the West Coast. I would like to know in the 80s how they was giving it up in the West Coast. If we happen to have any West Coast people here, bang out. Let us know how you was giving it up on the West Side. The medallions. What's this right here? A double CD. What do you mean a double CD? I don't know. I don't understand what you're saying. The Air Tomahawk. Salute to the Air Tomahawk. I really love you guys, man. I really look forward to Saturdays at 2:00 so I could get on here. During the week, I'll be mad busy with the life coaching, with the mentoring, and all the the things I'm into. I really, really look forward to my slot time on Saturdays at 2 o'clock to bang out with y'all. I hope y'all feel the same, man. Hold up, we got somebody here from the X. Salute to Texas. You already know. We got viewers from all over. Repping the real. The like button. My people, smash the like button. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. Subscribe. Rock with your boy. Again, growing up in the 80s. Growing up in the 80s was crazy, man. Life was so much simpler back then. Remember, in the 80s, no cell phones. We didn't have no cell phones. Straight up, no cell phones. You youngins, if we got any youngins here, remember, think of a time when there was no cell phones. We was excited when the beepers came out. No computers. We had no computers. We lived our 80 babies. Let me tell you something. We are what you call transformers. We have crossed through time in an age where there was no internet, no phones, no computers, no iPhones. Get out of here. No way. That's right. That's right. Let's talk about the movies. What movies y'all remember from the 80s? Hit me up with the 80s. Of course, the official movie, Scarface. Al Pacino, Scarface. That movie launched, the movie Scarface launched many kingpins. The movie Scarface launched many kingpins, not just in New York City, throughout the country, throughout the world. Everybody wanted to be Scarface. The Hassa, you already know that's where we get the Hassa from. What other movies? Hit me with the movies. American Werewolf in London. Ghostbusters. Rocky. I forgot all about Rocky. Your boy Sylvester Stallone. That's crazy, man. We going in there, growing up in the 80s. Today's show, growing up in the 80s. The good, the bad, and the ugly. We're going to talk about all that. Of course, it wasn't all good. Of course, it wasn't all bad. And of course, it wasn't all ugly. It is what it is. Who's this right here? Kickboxer. Ya tu sabes. Cobra Commander, The Last Dragon. You're wilding right now. There's just way too many people, man. I can't hit everybody up. But you already know. My homie Greg, salute to my homie Greg. He said E.T. That's right, E.T. How can we forget E.T.? What the homie right here said? The Shelter on 167 3rd Avenue, where Boogie Down Production taped their video. Salute to the Shelters. How you going to bang us with the Shelters, man? We don't want to think about that. Negative energy. Arranca. But salute to the Shelters. Anybody that ever had to go there, you know what I mean? Let's get out of there as quick as possible. Nightmare on Elm Street. Amityville. Enemy Mine. The Avengers. Tango and Cash. There's too many. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Again, salute to my 80 babies. Again, Repping the Real is killing them right now. The hottest podcast out, Repping the Real. I need everybody here to share the podcast. Invite your people to Repping the Real. We got to turn Repping the Real into one of the biggest podcasts out there. Rock with your boy. Again, Repping the Real is like no other podcast. I don't hijack other people's content. I don't rock with whatever's hot at the moment. You know, other people like to, you know, just upload other people's content, load it up, and put your name on it. We don't do that here. Repping the real homes. Rock with your boy. We in the yard. What else? What else? What else happened in the 80s? Talk to me. Mad stuff. We're going to talk real briefly. The crack era. The crack that was banging in the 80s. In the 80s, you was either a crackhead or you was making money or you was a 9-to-5er. Salute to my 9-to-5s. Salute to my single mothers. You already know how I feel about y'all. Straight gangster. But yeah, the crack era. For those that don't know, the crack came out in the 80s. Your homeboy, Michael Jackson. We got the massive people here. Salute to everybody in the comment. What the homie right here said. Larry Davis. I remember Larry Davis. I did a story when I was locked up. What is it called? Matter of fact, the story I did with Tupac, holding Tupac down in jail. Again, my people, if this is your first time looking at Repping the Real, y'all gotta peep the other stories. Your boy got the crazy, crazy stories. Surviving prison, surviving. Hold on, who's this right here? Your boy got the crazy stories. I got surviving solitary confinement, African history in Puerto Rico. I got the crazy stories. I got the OG stories from legends in the 80s. I got the crazy content. Salute to Dr. Ray Reyes. Thank you. It's all appreciated for the Butelo. Thanks for everybody tuning in. It is what it is. Always remember, my people, when you do good things happen. When you do good things happen. Your boy C-Rock is on some positive stuff now. I'm strictly on some positive energy type stuff. It is what it is. Let's keep going. Hit the like button. Either hit the like button or my boy G'd Up is coming for your Jack Mac. Jeanette, how you doing? Hola, mi hermana. Saludo. You already know. The red top, yellow top, blue top. Ha! How you gonna shout out the tops, homie? How you gonna shout out the tops? The 2 for 5s. Dudes was getting crazy rich in the 80s. The crack was crazy. If y'all don't remember, when the crack came out and they was locking people up for having crack, there wasn't even a law for crack. They didn't even know what to charge them with. The legislators in New York actually had to come up with a new law for crack because it was new. They didn't even know what to charge them with. I like this one right here. Hold on. The Scalzi. Who remember the Scalzi? Y'all don't remember the Scalzis. We used to take chalk, draw the line in the middle of the street. We used to take the little top and play Scalzis. If y'all don't know about the Scalzis, you're not an 88er, my man. If you don't know about the Scalzis, you is not an 88er. Salute to the Scalzis. This is a good one right here. The movie Wild Style. Whoever's not aware of the 80s and how they was giving it up, I recommend this movie right here, Wild Style. The movie Wild Style did a very good job in capturing the aura of the 80s. Another one was Tougher Than Leather. Another one was Beat Street. How nobody mentioned Beat Street? How you're not going to mention Beat Street? You're wilding right now. Again, if you didn't grow up in the 80s and you would like to get an idea of what the 80s was giving it up like, these are the movies you got to watch. Wild Style, Beat Street, which is the other one I just said? Tougher Than Leather. And there's a couple of other movies out there. Crush Groove. That's right, Crush Groove. The homie says stickball. How we used to play stickball in the middle of the streets. Salute to the stickball. We international. Breaking, another movie. Thank you, Jedi. Breaking. That's right. Breaking is definitely Crush Groove. Bad Boys, the classic Bad Boys, the original Bad Boys. The Warriors. Who remember The Warriors? That was one of my favorite movies, but I'm going to take y'all back right now. Grease with John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John. Who remember the movie Grease with Olivia Newton-John? Classic, classic, classic. I always wanted to be a T-Bird. You already know. Salute to the homie Tamu from New Zealand. My homie right here is from New Zealand. Tamu, I believe your birthday is on the 6th. I remember. Happy birthday to the homie Tamu. He's from New Zealand. His birthday is on the 6th. I'm going to hit him up with a little shout out on the 6th. You already know. The Last Dragon. Blood In, Blood Out. Olivia Newton-John. That's right. That's right. It's crazy. We going back. Yo, we got the hundreds and hundreds of viewers. Of course, this one right here, Saturday Night Fever. How can we forget Saturday Night Fever? Staying alive, staying alive. Rock with your boy, we in the yard. The Bee Gees. The Bee Gees was crazy. That's right. Y'all got me going right now. Y'all got me going. RoboCop. East B, salute to you. I've been seeing all your comments, East B. Thank you. Thank you for all the comments you've been putting up all over. Again, I want to thank everybody that's been leaving me the crazy comments. I read all my comments on all my episodes, on all my stories. I always put the little heart or I comment. From the bottom of my heart, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate that you rock with your boy. You already know we in the yard. The Last American Virgin, Soul Train, Bronx Tale. You're wilding right now. There's too many. Let's switch it up. What else was banging in the 80s? Let me see. We talked about the music, the movies, the fashion. Hit me up, my people. What else are we going to talk about the 80s coming up? The 80s was crazy. Again, hit that like button, my people. Smash that like button. The mullets, the haircuts. Let's talk about the haircuts. I remember I got my first Caesar in the 80s. Who remember the Caesars in the 80s? Rock with your boy, the Caesars. The Webo dances. Let's talk about the Webo dances. Who remember the Webo dances? They used to dress up like Zorro and they used to take that serious, man. The Webo dancers used to take their craft very serious. They used to go to the clubs. They used to battle. The clubs. Let's talk about the clubs. Let's shout out the clubs. Roseland. The Palladium. The Devil's Nest. Let's shout out the clubs. The clubs was crazy. The Tunnel. You already know. The clubs was crazy. What was the other one? Latin Quarters. I remember Latin Quarters. I had a crazy episode one time in Latin Quarters, but we ain't going to get into that. That's another show. The Garage, the Limelight, in the Bronx, they used to have this place called Herpes Triangle or something. I think it was by Parkchester. Who remember that? I believe it was on Parkchester in the Bronx. They used to call it the Herpes Triangle or some wild stuff like that. Roxy's, Rock With Your Boy. Studio 84, classic. Studio 84 actually goes back to the 70s or the 60s. The disco era, that's a little before my time. The disco era, your boy's a dinosaur, but I ain't going back that far. The disco era, you people's on your own with that one. The Fun House, Jimmy's Bronx Cafe, that's right. The Fever, who remember the Fever? Again, your boy went away in 88. So after 88, 89, your boy was on the island. So you know what I mean? I go up to 88 and that's it. That's why I call myself an 88er. God is good, my people. God is good. Roxy's, the Savoy. I don't ever think about where was the Savoy at. I think the Savoy was in the Bronx, no? I really don't remember the Savoy. Somebody said what? Happy Land. Salute to Happy Land. For those that don't remember, I believe it was 87. There was a massive fire in a club on East Tremont called Happy Land. And I believe like about 80-something people died, man. Rest in peace. Salute to the people that died in the club Happy Land. I remember that. Very, very sad day. This guy started a fire in Happy Land to burn the girl that he was with, and 80-something people died, and the girl he started the fire for didn't even pass away. Crazy. Anyway, that's negative energy. Let's not talk about that. The Red Zone. Let's talk about how your homie said the tray bags. The tray bags. Who remember the tray bags? The tray bags. You used to pull out like 20 joints. Before the blunts, there was the tray bags. Who remember the tray bags? The tray bags was exclusive. And this was before the blunts. The blunts wasn't even out. I believe the blunts came out in the mid-80s. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But we used to rock with the bamboo. Don't front like you ain't rock with the bamboo. Everybody used to rock with the bamboo. The bamboo paper. Shout out to the bamboo. What's this right here? Hold on. ¿Qué pasa? The beef and broccolis. The Easy Widers. Salute to the Easy Widers. That's right. Salute to the seeds in the tray bags. You used to have to put the weed on top of the record thing and take the seeds out and all that. Y'all know. You know what I mean? Today we don't do that. Salute to the Dutch Masters. That's right. The blunts actually came out in the 80s. That's when people started smoking in blunts. Before that, it was the Easy Widers, the bamboo. You already know. I don't got to tell y'all. I'm not the only dinosaur here. Let's talk about the whips. The OJs. Who remember the OJs? Why did they call them OJs? I never understood why they call them OJs. They was actually the taxis. But we call them OJ. What the hell does OJ mean anyway? I don't remember what OJ means. Somebody hit me up and enlighten me on what OJ, what was the name OJ. We knew it was for the cabs, the OJs. We used to rent them and all that. But I don't remember the OJs. I remember back then I had the Maximas, the Square Maximas in 87. They was banging. The New Yorkers. Everybody's blessing the kid. Pancho, thanks again. Gracias de nuevo, Pancho. Saludo, la raza. Thank you, Pancho Pancho. Salute to everybody with the donations. Donations is always handy. $ Charlie Rock LD. I will not be mad at y'all. Nobody's going to tell me what the OJs is. Somebody said the thing is on slow-mo. I don't know. I don't know how to fix that. G-Dub, I don't know how to fix that. You're telling me that the chat is on slow mode. I don't know what that is. The whips hit me with the Toyota 1.8. I remember the Toyota. What was the other one? It was a Toyota. The Mazda. What was it? The Mazda what? It was the Mazda something. The little white cars with the hatchback. I can't remember right now, yo. The Nissan Maxima. How about the gooseneck? Who remember the gooseneck? You was not a baller back then if you did not have a gooseneck in your whip. You had to have the official system. If you was not banging a gooseneck, that was the equalizer of the gooseneck. Oh, snap. The gooseneck. The Benzie box. Let's talk about the car systems. The Benzie box. Again, my people, the 80s was crazy. The 80s, the good, the bad, and the ugly. That's what we rocking with today. How about, I know you're going to remember this one. The boomerang antennas. Who remember the boomerang antennas? Somebody said the blue dice in the mirror, the fairy dice. You're wilding right now. You're wilding. You're wilding right now. Homie said the blue dice in the mirror, the furry dice. The GLZ Mazda Rotibia. Okay. Prison Life, the Z28. What was the Z28? I don't remember the Z28. What the heck was that? The removable steering wheel. Yes, the removable steering. A lot of things happened in the 80s. The 80s was where it's at, my people. Salute to my 80 babies. And if you're listening to the show and you're not an 80 babies and you happen to be a youngin', this is how your mother was giving it up. Your mother was probably a Webble dancer on the low. Mom was a Webble dancer. And now she get mad at you because you listen to rap. Let her know, Moms, I knew you was a Webble dancer. Charlie told me. The Mustang. Salute to the Mustang. The Camaro. The Firebird. Who remember the Firebird? I believe the movie that made the Firebird famous was, what was it? Smokey and the Bandit. How somebody's not going to mention Smokey and the Bandit with Burt Reynolds, I believe his name was, right? Smokey and the Bandit was the one that made the Firebird with the T-tops. The T-tops. That's crazy. The Pontiac Firebird. Knight Rider. Knight Rider. Rock with your boy. I'm having a great time. I hope everybody is enjoying themselves as much as I am. That's right, my people. That's right. Again, we got the crazy people here. Salute to everybody in the chat. My people, for some reason, if you on Facebook, I don't know why I can't see the Facebook, man. I'm going to have to look into that. I don't know why the heck I can't see my people from Facebook, man. BJ and the Bear, that's right. For my Spanish people, the salsa. Let's talk about the salsa real quick for all my Latinos. Your homie Hector Lavoe was one of my favorites. I still bang to Hector Lavoe. Frankie Rui, Frankie Marera. There's mad of them. I wasn't really too big on the salsa. Keeping it a buck, I really didn't get into the salsa until I was locked up. The OGs in prison used to be like, no, Charlie, you gotta listen to salsa. Them niggas, them dudes used to make me listen to salsa. That's right. Salute to the OGs in the prison that put me onto the salsa and a lot of my Spanish culture. That's right. Salute to the Latinos. The BMW 3 Series, Imael Rivera. The Gran Combo. Every time I listen to the Gran Combo, it actually reminds me of my mother. Rest in peace. My mother's little ritual, as so was everybody's ritual back then. Every Sunday was cleaning day. So my mother, hit me up if you can relate. Every Sunday, my mother would put on the little salsa, the Gran Combo, and she'll start cleaning the house. She used to pull out the little smoke, despojando la casa, taking away all the evil spirits and all that and everything. You already know. It is what it is. Salute to upstate New York. Rock with your boy. Melvin Santiago. Where you repping from, Charlie Rock LD? What do you mean where I'm repping from? The X, homie. I'm repping from the X, New York City. The BX. Salute to everybody across the country, though. This show, Repping the Real, is international. We got viewers from all over the planet. Salute to my people from Ireland. Salute to my people from Japan. Salute to my people from New Zealand, South London, Spain, South Africa. Your boys is banging with the homies. C-Rock LD, we in the yard. Don't think we just local. Repping the Real is not local. You already know. Your people still shouting out the clubs. We left the clubs 20 minutes ago. G'd up, your mom's was a huevo dancer. That's crazy. Let them know. Salute to Canada. Canada, how y'all was giving it up in the 80s. Flo, if you remember, if you're old enough, I'm imagining you're 80s baby. Talk to us how they was giving it up in Canada in the 80s. Let us know. The world is yours. You already know. Classic, classic, classic. Upstate New York. Again, salute to everybody in the comment. CLD, God bless. God is good and keep up the real. I'm proud of you, my boy. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. And God is good. God is good. You already know. West Coast. Alex, that's what's up. The West Side. West Side. No, what is it? West Side. Salute to all my cholos, my Chicanos, OG status. You already know. The C's, the B's, you already know. West Coast. Compton. The Bay Area. Salute. You already know. This is a good one right here. Alberto, I see you. Salute. Somebody said Bret Hart, WWF. Wrestling. Wrestling was crazy in the 80s. How when wrestling came out, a lot of people thought it was real. People actually thought that wrestling was real. Yo, wildin'. I ain't gonna front. I thought wrestling was real. I thought wrestling was real. Yeah, it is what it is. Salute to the Road Warrior. I read somewhere this week that one of the Road Warriors passed away. He was one of the famous tag teams from wrestling. I don't know his real name, my bad, but salute to the Road Warrior. Andre the Giant. Andre the Giant. Rowdy Piper. Who remember Rowdy Piper? The Sheik. Let's wrestlers. Let's shout out the wrestlers real quick. Real quick. I used to like wrestling, man. It was really entertaining. You know what I mean? That was the thing back then. Wrestling, that's right. The Ultimate Warrior. Mil Máscara. Salute to Mil Máscara. I believe he was only one of the few Latinos that was banging and wrestling back then. They really didn't have no Spanish wrestlers back then. So salute to Mil Máscara. That's right. Mexicano. Ya tú sabes. Jimmy Superfly Snooker. Who remember Superfly Snooker? Y'all don't remember Superfly Snooker. Get out of here. Kamala, Ivan Putski, Ric Flair. Carlito Colon. Was he a wrestler or you blowing smoke up my butt? I don't remember Carlito Colon. Get out of here. Chief J Strongbone. You're riling right now. Blue Santo. What up, Charlie? Hold up. There's somebody here that's a trucker that hit me up on my email. I seen you, my buddy. I'm trying to hit you up. No, the dude that said we in the wheel. I remember. I read your comment. We in the wheel. I remember you, buddy. We in the wheel. Rock with your boy. Edie Chacon. Let's talk about Edie Chacon. The original Jennifer Lopez. Edie Chacon. Her butt was tremendous. Who remember Edie Chacon? Edie Chacon was serious, my people. Edie Chacon was serious. Everybody wanted to bang with Edie Chacon. I believe she was the official first, what do you want to call it? Vixen model or whatever. I really don't know the name to call it, but Edie Chacon. Salute to Edie Chacon. You still want Edie Chacon? Who's this right here? Greg, what up? She was fine. Edie Chacon. That's right. My homie Greg. Old school. Salute to the old school. Salute to the old school. Old school does not mean that we old. My people, remember this. You're only as old as you think you are. That's right. We are only as old as we think we are. And you got to tell your kids what I tell my daughter. I was once your age, but you was never my age. And with age comes wisdom. That's right. With age comes wisdom. So I want everybody to embrace their age. Don't ever feel, that you're over the hill, that you're bad. We're only as old as we think. Everything is mental. Salute to the mindset. We are what we think. Rock with your boy. As far as I'm concerned, I'm 21. Get out of here. Hold up, Walter Mercado. My mom's was crazy big on Walter Mercado. He was real big. On the low, I thought Walter Mercado was a woman. I don't know why. I guess I was a youngin'. I didn't know, but for some reason, I thought Walter Mercado was a woman and it was a man. I guess because of the gear he used to wear and all that. But people was crazy big on Walter Mercado. He was definitely a hit in the 80s. Humble Gemini, ¿qué pasa? I see you. Somebody said Lisa Lopez. Not Lisa Lopez. Lisa from the Coach Jam. That's right. Why am I having a problem putting up the damn thing? I guess it's what? There's too many people or something? Menudo. Somebody said menudo. You're wilding right now. How the girls used to like me because my name was Charlie and one of the menudo dudes was Charlie. I actually got a couple of buns, Because your boy's name was Charlie, and one of the menudos, his name was Charlie. The belt buckles. How y'all not going to mention the belt buckles? Again, menudo. Súbete a mi moto. Nah, we ain't going there. We ain't going there. I'm an OG. I'm not supposed to be acting like that. Salute to menudo. You already know. Don Francisco. That's right. You're wilding right now. You're wilding right now. I'm having a great time. I hope everybody's enjoying yourself, man. Repping the real. Who's this right here? Terry's come out and what's this? I don't remember this. Oh, the video games. That's right. I believe this is a video game you're talking about, John, right? The video game started banging in the 80s. Donkey Kong, Pac-Man, the 80s. Nowadays, everything is virtual reality, everything and all that. Remember, my people, it all started in the 80s, the video games. You couldn't step into no bodega and they did not have a video game in there. The little video machine, what was it, 25 cents? 25 cents to play the video. Pac-Man, Space Invaders. I can't remember all the names, but the video games was banging in the 80s. Again, growing up in the 80s. Street Fighter. That's right. The video games was crazy in the 80s. Somebody says salute to Big Pun. You already know. Big Pun forever. Yo, Charlie, that had me tight. They caught you slipping, eating milk and cookies. Yeah, man, on the island. I was going for the milk and cookies, and homie's cousin ran up on me and ate my food. I still got the rip on my neck. But if you remember the story, I banged him out serious. He caught me for the milk and cookies. I was in my slippers. They caught me lacking. That was C-74, too low on the north side. Salute to the milk and cookies. Somebody said the Sergio Valentes. That's right. Let's talk about the jeans right quick. The Jordache, Sergio Valentes. I remember the Jordache used to be $30. $30 was serious in the 80s, my people. For you to spend $30 on a pair of jeans, you know what I mean? Like, you know, it wasn't everybody that was rocking the Jordache, the double jeans. Who remember the double jeans? The Sassoon, the cross colors. You're wilding right now. Again, smash that like button or G'd Up is coming for your commissary. Smash that like button. Rock with your boy. We in the yard. The Taylor. Salute to the Dr. J on Fordham Road. You're wilding right now. The homie said Dr. J. You're crazy right now. Who's this right here? Hold on. Jeanette for women? I don't remember that. Greg, I don't remember the Jeanette. You're going to have to put me up on that. The bombers, the leather bombers, the shell tops, the 40 belows. You already know. We in the yard. Alexander's. Who remember the department store Alexander's and Woolworth? The 80s, man. The 80s. Salute to the 80s. Them years will never come back again. That's why we have to, every now and then, we go down memory lane. We big up the 80s because it was a heck of a decade. The 80s was crazy. And we ain't even going to talk about the murders and the violence and all that. Of course, the 80s was the deadliest decade ever in NYC because the drug game was crazy. So with all that money, you know, came the violence. But that's another show. We're not talking murder and violence in this one. I don't want to go there right now. I'm in a good mood, positive energy. We're not talking about the murders and the violence. The British Knights. Salute to the British Knights. You're wilding right now. My people, the Brute Cologne. Somebody said the Brute. What was that other? The Old Spice. My father used to rock Old Spice. Old Spice. I used to hate that. That shit smelled like sewer water. I never liked the Old Spice. Not good at all. Not good at all. I was not rocking with the Old Spice. Again, salute to everybody in the chat, man. We got the crazy people here, man. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, repping the real. Remember, check out my other stories. I got the crazy stories. You're sleeping on the stories. The content is crazy. If you're enjoying this story right here, you gotta peep the other stories on repping the real. Somebody set the fish scale. We ain't going in on the fish scale. The fish scale. Champ the Baron, that's right. Paco Rabang, the troop suits. Hey, you're wildin'. You're wildin' right now. The pleather. How everybody was talking about they had a leather, and it was a pleather. That's right. Mayor Koch. Salute to Mayor Koch. Who remember Mayor Koch? The dude was a white boy and used to straight act like a Puerto Rican. Salute to Mayor Koch. I used to love him when he used to talk Spanish. Who was actually the governor back then? I don't remember the governor in the 80s. Was it Pataki? I believe it was Pataki. Let's talk about how your homie John Gotti bodied Paul Castellano and made the power move. That's right. He hit the boss of all bosses in the 80s in the steakhouse. That's right. So as far as the mob was concerned, the homie John Gotti, you know what I mean? Took out the boss of all bosses. We got G-Dub coming for your Jack Mac. Hit the like button. That's right. The 2-finger ring, the preferred stock, the Teflon Dawn. In front of Spark Steakhouse. That's right. Those that know. Pancho, you already know. He gave my daughter a teddy bear, Mr. Ed Koch. Spark Steakhouse. That's right. Koch was all right. A lot of people got away with murder in the 80s. I remember in the 80s, for bodies, they was giving out 5 to 15 or 4 to 8. If you remember, in the 80s, it was the war on drugs. I knew plenty of dudes that got busted with an ounce and got 15 years. They was giving you 15 years for an ounce. In the 80s, it was the war against drugs. So plenty of people I knew got 5 years, 7 years for a body. You know what I mean? Your boy got a 10 or 20 for 2. We ain't going to go there. In the 90s, when it was the war against the violence. That's right. The Wiz, the movie. That's right. Michael Jackson. Salute to Michael Jackson. Y'all were Michael Jackson's on the low. Y'all were Michael Jackson fans on the low. The Beat It, the Dirty Diana, and all. I used to listen to Michael Jackson. I ain't gonna front. I like Michael Jackson. I did not have the jacket with the 1,000 zippers. I wasn't rocking the jacket, but I used to bang Michael Jackson here and then. Salute to Michael Jackson. You already know. Somebody said the private stock, the Coke 45, the 40s. Let's talk about the 40s. The 40s. Who remember the 40s? The OE. We already spoke about the Scarface movie, Lewis. The 40s. HDM, Rikers Island. Again, I got a story called Surviving Solitary Confinement. I want y'all to peep it. I talk about Rikers Island, HDM, how it was up top, how I survived, how I made it through being in the box for many, many, many months, a year and a half, 18 months. You know what I mean? I got the crazy stories. You're sleeping. Oh, I want to pick up my girl right here. Hold on. Where are you? Come on. MB, how you doing? The parachute pants. My girl MB. Salute, mommy. How you doing? I hope you're doing good. The parachute pants. That's right. We forgot all about the parachute pants. That's exactly what the Webo dancers used to rock, the parachute pants. I didn't even know they called it the parachute pants, MB. I always thought it was the Webo dancers. Come on, why is it taking long for the comments to hit? The Rasta weed, you already know. The Cisco, let's talk about the Cisco. The Cisco drink, who remember the Cisco? They used to call it liquid crack. I'm going to tell you a quick story. I was with the Hassa. We was in a club called First Class or whatever, and I was drinking Cisco. I got zonked. I got crazy twisted on the Cisco. The Hassa and Tony Montana, rest in peace, had to drag me home. They knocked on my door. My mother was like, ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? I was twisted on Cisco. So yes, respect to Cisco. The Cisco was crazy. They used to call the Cisco liquid crack, for those who don't know. The girls rocking the jelly shoes, the Gazelles. How your boys rocking the Gazelles right now? Y'all don't know about the Gazelles. The Gazelles, peep them. The Gazelle frame. You got if you're not an 88er, you do not know about the Gazelles. Official. They call me the Gazelle Kings. I stay repping the Gazelles. Smash that like button, my people. Smash that like button. Salute to NYCHA. I heard they call him NYCHA now. The New York City Housing Authority. Salute to the New York City Housing Authority. You're wilding right now. I heard they call him NYCHA. The young people now call him NYCHA. I didn't know that. My daughter talk about NYCHA this. Now I'm like, who the heck is NYCHA? The New York City Housing Authority. How they used to rock the blue and yellow jackets. The housing committee, the people that used to patrol the housing, the projects. Your boy straight from the PJs, you already know. Salute to I no longer live in the PJs, but salute to my people in the PJs. You already know. I'm having a great time here. Oh, let's salute my boy Sonny Blanco. Where you at? Hold on. Salute to the homie Sonny Blanco. I got a story to tell. 21 gun salute. What up, Lord? Again, we're going to have to do that show sometime this week or next week, man. My bad. I'm not ducking you, homie. I just been mad busy. You already know. But this homie right here got the crazy podcast. Y'all got to peep it. They saying your homeboy Sunshine got smacked with a wiener. Link is crazy. How your homeboy COK says Sunshine got smacked with a wiener. I was laughing. Oh, man. Salute to the homie Link. You already know. Check your super chat. The brother Mo sent you a super chat. Oh, okay. I got to see the super chat. Salute to the homie Mo. I don't know. For some reason, like I tell you, my people, if you're on Facebook, I don't know why, man. I got to really, really look into that. So if you send me a super chat and I can't see it, my bad, yo. I'm not ducking you. I just, you know what I mean? I can't see it, yo. On April 5th, Wednesday, I'm going to be on a podcast called Hot Smokers. They're from Detroit, so look out for that. I'm going to be live. Is it Hot Smokers? No, Pot Smokers, something like that. You know what I mean? It's a podcast out of Detroit, and I'm going to be live on it, so make sure you look out for that. I believe it's on the 5th. I believe it's on the 5th. Yeah, y'all can see it on my Facebook page. So salute to the homies. You already know. Saludo mi hermano Marco. La raza, ya tú sabes. Salute to the milkman leaving the milk in front of the steps. Y'all don't remember about that. You know what I mean? If you're not an 88er, you do not remember about that. Hell's Kitchen, you already know. The 600 schools. Salute to the 600 schools. Who remember the 600 schools? Salute to the special ed class. The special ed class. Remember the little yellow school bus? How somebody tried to say C-Rock was on the yellow school bus. I was not on the yellow school bus. I was not on the yellow school bus. I was not in the special ed class. I did go to 5 high schools in 2 years. Your boy got kicked out of 5 high schools in 2 years. South Bronx High School, Clinton High School, Monroe, Morris, and Bronx Regional. So salute to the 5 high schools that I was kicked out of. And all the teachers that kicked me out and said I'll never amount to nothing. Look at me now. Repping the real. Prison mentality. Salute to everybody says C-Rock will never amount to nothing. Again, salute to the Mr. Capper, the Hassa, you already know. Salute to Spofford. That's right, Spofford. Who remembers Spofford? I never made it to Spofford. A lot of people ask me if I ever made it to Spofford. For those that don't know, Spofford is, I guess they call it something like DFY. I think you got to be under 15 for you to go to Spofford. It's like the Rikers Island for the under 15 kids, Spofford. It was in the South Bronx. I never made it there. Your boy went straight to Rikers Island. I bypassed Spofford, and I went straight to Rikers Island, C-74, the adolescents. Rock with your boy. Again, my people, peep out my other stories. You could catch my stories on YouTube. I got all my Reppin' the Real stories there. Again, I'm on Patreon. Peep me out on Patreon. I'm inviting you to be an exclusive member. It's $4 a month. A little $4 a month. You'll see all my episodes from Reppin' the Real. And I'm also going to have exclusive videos that are only for my exclusive members on Patreon. So if you want to see exclusive videos on your boy C-Rock LD, go to Patreon, subscribe. $4 a month. That's it, $4 a month. Rock with your boy. Caballo and Rikers Island. Salute. That's right. Carlos Navaja. Definitely official. Definitely official. Caballo, Trinitarios, ya tú sabes. I think I'm going to do a segment on gangs in prison. Everybody been asking me about that. I think I'm going to do a story on gangs in prison and, you know, how they was giving it up. Sue's Rendezvous. That's right. Salutes to Sue's. I was never really into the strip clubs. You know what I mean? I don't know how dudes go to strip clubs. I've seen dudes trick thousands of dollars and you still leaving without getting off. So I don't understand the concept behind strip clubs. I never been a strip club dude. I'm going to go there, give you crazy money, and I'm leaving how I came in. Like, nah, my man, nah. Dudes be tricking mad money on strip clubs. I never understood that. I guess you got to have a mindset for that, but C-Rock LD never with the strip club. No way. We got the crazy people here. Salute to everybody. Who's this? Roosevelt Ave. You already know. Come on, man. Again, positive energy, my people. All about positive energy. We are what we think. Don't allow anyone to mess with your peace of mind. Do not allow anyone to mess with your peace of mind. Your peace of mind is priceless. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. Again, I want you to peep my story. Rich and famous, the disadvantages. I go in how it isn't all cracked up to be rich and famous. Of course, it has its advantages, but there's also a lot of disadvantages to being rich and famous. Again, my story, rich and famous, the disadvantages. Peep it out. Salute to the Butelo. I ran out of Butelo. I need more Butelo. But with all the donations I got, I'll get more Butelo. Salute to the Butelo. Ya tú sabes. Juan, thank you, Juan. All right, my people. We've been rocking for a minute. I want to thank everybody for tuning in with your boy. I've had a great time. It is what it is. You know what I mean? This is the part where I talk to you about prison mentality, my life coaching company. I coach the formerly incarcerated and their family. I help the people coming out of prison change the mindset of being institutionalized. I help them with the re-entry back into society. I coach one-on-one. I coach groups. I give workshops, prison mentality, the life coach, tell a friend to tell a friend. It is what it is. I want to thank everybody for tuning in with your boy. It is what it is. I had a great time. I hope you enjoyed it too. You know what I mean? Salute to everybody in the comments. It is what it is. Repping the real, the hottest podcast out right now. Rock with your boy. We in the yard. The airtime hall. Blessings to everybody, man. Blessings to everybody. See you next week, my people.